Hi. So, what do I want to talk about today? I would like to talk about many things actually. So, for starters, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Where do you want to go with your life? What are the main obstacles in order to get to the places that you want to go to? Write them all down, because running away or remaining in the shadows and not taking any type of action or just guilt blaming or guilt tripping is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to make you feel better. What are the excuses that you use in your life? Maybe you're tired. Maybe you just need a little bit of time. Maybe you need some time to yourself. Maybe you need to have some fun. Whatever the reasons, that's fine. But just don't be in denial about your own feelings. Your feelings are valid. How you feel is very valid. What you want in life is very valid. Doesn't matter how big or small your dreams or your wishes are. It doesn't matter. You can make your dreams happen, okay? And I'm the number one girl when it comes to believing in people, making shit happen. But I'm also now the new number one girl that will not do shit for other people or, start something off and, for others. It doesn't work that way anymore. So here's the thing. Why I've helped people out in the past or even here in Armenia with community work and so on and so forth. As you may or may not know, there's now $20 million being invested into Gyumri so that it can turn into more of a modern place so people can come and live here. Livable place where there's different diversity in walks of life. It took lots of blood and sweat, cries, depression, anger, frustration on my part because I did, a lot of. And with that, I've, sent out multiple business plans throughout the years because I was working in very important places here with many investors or potential investors. And it wasn't until I showed the big, dark, ugly truth of the matter where they're like, you know what? We're going to invest. Let's do this. So why not? Why not? Okay. So for me personally, because I'm not going to lie, it makes me succeed too. Why I did that for other people or other businesses or whatever, the blood, sweat. Now I won't get into the multiple details. There's a lot of people who are aware of this. There's a lot of people who are not aware of this. However, a lot of the investigative undercover work that I've done here, it wasn't about the pay, it was about the... Because realistically, without me doing that, how would I get to have my own witch shop here? How would I get to have my own little temple here and my multiple homes and properties and lots? A woman like me, fully tattooed in Gyumri, Armenia, living alone, doing her things alone. Realistically, And I don't want people like that to be alone to come here, or if they are... it's not important because I've talked about this so many times and it doesn't take a genius to fucking figure this out, right? In a country, in a place that's trying to adapt to modern times or become more adapted to European or North American lifestyle, and realistically, they're so off, but they're still on the way there, right? With the hopes of the future generations to come. And someone like me, who I'm completely not what people expect, because, tattoos in Armenia basically mean either whore or criminal. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm not telling you to leave your life and move and come to Armenia or Gyumri. That's not my thing. I don't tell people what to do. You should be telling yourself what to do and actually getting up and doing something about it. That is the most important thing, because nobody made me get up. Well, due to lots of circumstances in Canada, sure, we can say that they made me, but it was ultimately me that made the ultimate decision to not allow myself to die, because I'm in a very self-preservative journey, I'll tell you that, where people will try to break you down physically, emotionally, psychologically, energetically, and branch you or turn you into something they want you to be. And that could involve your society, your family, your friends, lovers, culture, religion, anything, anyone, random people. egoistical for being who I am and saying the things I do, or maybe not wanting to work with people who don't have self-value or who have expectations of me but don't have expectations of them, if that makes any sense, or no responsibilities on their part and they just want to take. If that makes me egoistical, sure, I'd rather be egoistical in your eyes, but I've seen too much, I've experienced too much, I've watched too many people die and feeling unfulfilled and not done anything about their life, expecting everybody to do everything for them, feeling like nothing in the end when they, whether they've achieved riches or not. And I'm not going to allow myself to be like that. I'm not going to allow myself to be like other people. My role model is myself. My team is myself. There's so much to me. There's so much depth. There's so much deep that I'm always learning more and more and more about myself. And I just love every minute of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly about myself also. And I basically don't have a family. I'm not connected with my family. We've tried. It's been on and off, but now it's over. It's done. I'm going to keep it at that. And the truth will be revealed when, this may sound very harsh, but when my mother dies and I'm not there at her funeral, that's when the truth will be revealed, because there's been a lot of lies. And people have believed it, and the fact that I'm not returning back to Canada and the fact that I'm doing this here alone should be proof enough. But I don't care what other people think, because I am my own proof. Now, I'm not here to boast. I'm not here to tell people what to do. To each their own. Everyone's journey is unique. Everyone's life is unique. So what I mean is, guys, without meaning in life, without value in life, without value of yourself, without goals, without doing something about something, without expecting from other people consistently, eventually people are going to die. Your loved ones are going to die. People are going to die. And though sometimes, I'm not going to lie, when I see other people getting the benefit of the doubt credits from 80% of the time when they're not doing the work, but they got the support system. Sure, a part of me will be like, why do I have to have it the hard way? Why do I always have to do everything myself? Whatever. But even if I do allow other people to help me or help, I end up doing triple the amount of work, if not 10 times more, because it's not justified. It's not for me. So I get my wake-up calls on a regular basis too, guys. My life is not easy. I want you to know I am overexhausted all the time. That is why I always need to be alone, because it's my healing, it's my restoration. Sometimes I fight with my cat, and I'm just so sick and tired of people thinking, bettering themselves, getting, lip enhancements, nose jobs, breast implants, butt enhancements, working out, going to the gym, something of that nature. To each their own. There's nothing wrong with that. Do what you need to do. But it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop on your superficial beauty, okay? And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, because when you fix one thing, you're going to want to fix everything. I think I should know. I got this place painted. Oh my God. I don't... So when we're unhappy and unsatisfied, when something deep down in our hearts is not right, when something is not going right, when other people are involved and what they're doing is upsetting you, or you communicate your needs and people don't get it, but they want you around them. Everybody's situation is different, right? Life is so much more than just physicality, though it is. So about 2 months ago, I changed my veterinarian because I found one literally next door to me, and had my baby get a little shot there to prevent some, unwanted cat diseases. And the veterinarian had brought in a friend over with him. And we were just chit-chatting, and he goes, I know your background is psychology. And he goes, just by me looking at you and talking to you, we only were talking for like 20 minutes. Just by the things you say, just the way you carry yourself, I know, he said to me, you are not a woman that will, you can't get fooled. Not by anybody, not by men, not by people. And it's you that doesn't want to get married. It's you that doesn't want to be around people. And he's so fucking right. And I couldn't disagree. I just kept nodding my head, because he's probably the very few people who are intelligent enough to have figured me out. Though he didn't figure me out 100%, but in that split 10, I just want people to understand that though we do live in a world now where, on Google, on YouTube, you could basically search anything, you can find anything about anything. We're in the age of information. We're in the age of also narcissism. where self-importance is a value, right? And then I think people take that in a very different context. And that's another topic, because I'd be opening up a can of worms into some other different thing. But I share what I share with you guys because life is too short. Make something of it. I share what I share on my YouTube channel or my Instagram accounts that were hacked into or whatever, or, you know, whatever I share is very factual. I don't throw it from my ass. It doesn't come out of an egoistical need. It doesn't come because I put my eyes, or it doesn't come out of my mouth because it makes me look so highly, you know. It doesn't get me into the communities. It doesn't get me liked by people. I don't do it because, you know, I want to be liked by a man or sought after men, or I need money, or that I'm making profit out of it. I do it because I care. Why do I care? Because that's who I am. Why? Whatever I have to say, if there's any true meaning for you, then that's the message for you. You know, because I'd say 90% of this world, if not 99.9, is full of shit, and they all want to take credit for responsibilities that they don't take. And I'm not talking for them, but I'm talking for people who are like me, the rejects, the underdogs, the misfits that don't fit anywhere, that don't fit in any identification, because we're more than that.